afternoon. My name is Amalia Delianis, and I'm the editor of Plumbing Engineer magazine. Welcome to PHCPPros Live here at the AHR Expo in Atlanta. With me this afternoon, I have George De Jesus, aka George the Plumber. George is the owner of George's Drains. Welcome, George.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming and joining me. You're my last segment of the day.
I saw that.
So this is lovely. Let's start off and you're a little unique. Why don't we talk about the fact that you, well, not only are you in the trades, but you actually showcase your trades at George the Plumber. But let's start. How did you get involved in the trades in the first place?
So I say it all the time, but so my father's a contractor, so he got me working out in the field when I was younger. He didn't do plumbing, but he did some minor plumbing. So I always like playing with the pipes and doing plumbing and cleaning up the torch. And as I got older, I had a decision to make where I wanted to go. So it was either computers or plumbing. And my father's friend told me that if you want to always have a job and never not work, be a plumber. And it's been true. I've never not had a job. It's been 29 years now.
So it's like, how did you decide on? You specialize in drain cleaning services, right?
Yes.
How did you pick that niche in the market?
So the last job I had, that's all they did, and I realized that it was always busy, and how many people actually don't want to do that, and it's a real big need for that part of the trade. It's not the cleanest part of the trade, but it's really kind of satisfying when you get the job clear, and all of a sudden you hear that water gushing down. Which I post those videos, you hear the water like suction. That's like the best feeling.
Wow.
And again, you do a job no one else wants, you make the most money.
Yeah, that's true.
So that just happened to be no one wants to do that job, and I don't mind it. I don't really get that dirty, so it's not like I'm always, I'm really cautious of houses, so I don't make a mess. So I don't get covered either. So
that's awesome. So like at the show, what are some of the things? I mean, we've been here, and it's like you've come. Obviously, why did you decide to come to the expo this year? And that would be.
This is my second time coming. I went to one in Vegas last year. Wasn't sure how I was going to be because I'm a plumber. I do hydronic heating, but coming to HVAC trade show, I wasn't sure how it was going to work out. But there's a lot here. I see that there is some plumbing. There's manufacturers that I deal with, from Nipco, Rigid, Viga, Rams. They're all here, so it's nice to see faces of people I actually deal with through social media. I get to hang out with them. Plus I get to meet people that I actually talk to as well from social media. Other people I follow, they follow me back.
So what are some of the unique products that you've seen at the show this year? Or is there anything caught your eye in particular? Or
I mean, I guess that's a hard one. Because I did see a lot, and it's still kind of an overload of what I saw and got to play with today. So it's kind of hard to pinpoint one thing that actually really caught my eye. There was a lot. I mean, there was so much. I mean, my feet hurt. I walked them back and forth all day.
It's a big show.
Yeah.
Okay, so social media.
Yeah.
How did you decide to start using social media to share what you do with the world at large?
So funny. That page that I had initially paid was like my paintball page. That I just posted, started make it real, post some pictures, and I give up on that. And I work by myself a lot, so I figured, take camera, record, and post it. And it was just one of those things I did. And then I went to a show and met someone I actually followed that inspired me. I'm like, I need to do the same thing he does. And I just started posting every single day, all my content, whether it's good or bad, whether it worked out or it failed, I posted anyway. And it just happened to it became what it is now.
Wow.
And it's still fun. I still, after 29 years, I still get up every day. I still love what I do. So posting is like another whole entire job that I added to myself, and I still enjoy doing it.
Wow. What is your favorite type of content that you like to share when you're posting? What gets the most engagement, I guess, as a...
Oh my God. I set toilets in plaster of Paris.
Plaster of Paris?
It's a thing that we do in our tri-state area, like New Jersey, New York. When we pull a toilet, if the floor is kind of shaky, we set it in plaster of Paris.
Oh, so
it's like rock hard. It comes off easy, but that gets the most comments. It's bad. Sometimes I get direct messages, but it's still... It's some different interaction, but it still gets interaction on my page. But it's not the thing that I create for my page. It's what we do.
Right.
It just if you don't work in our area that we are the little tri-state area working, you don't see that because our area's old.
So explain this to me now.
So we pull the toilet up, right? Yep. So usually what I do, it's real simple. I put the Johnny bolts in. I set the toilet down. I get it where I want. I mark it. Right. I mix plaster of Paris, but plaster of Paris actually breaks up. I sit on the line, set the toilet down nice and level. Tying the bolts up, let it slug, then let it dry. It takes about 20 minutes to dry. clean up, set the toilet, and the toilet's like rock hard.
So then you don't have to worry about it shaking
Nope,
when you sit
nope.
down?
And if I gotta pull it, it actually just comes right up.
Really?
Yeah, plastic doesn't stick to the porcelain or the floor.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
and it's something that I was taught doing with the area I work in, because we work in an old area. So I just share it, and I've gotten people that actually really try it and say this is awesome, and which is pretty good. That's what I like about social media, is that we get to see what something someone did in California, which I never thought I can do, and I've actually tried it here. I'm like, and we do it all day long. We watch and share each other, and we learn from each other. It's like a whole new classroom for us.
Okay, so what kind of advice would you give to people in the industry who may want to do the same thing and share their knowledge via social media?
I mean, it is frustrating at times, because sometimes you don't get the engagement you want. Just gotta keep pushing through, and just if you enjoy what you're doing and you want to just post it. I don't do it for anything else other than I enjoy doing it. Sometimes there's some perks which are okay, but it's not why I do it. If you make it about that, it makes it harder. Just post what you want to post, enjoy what you want to post, and keep doing your job. Just post it, and you just have to. There's gonna be bad times. Just gotta push through and keep posting through it.
Okay, so just keep on posting,
keep posting.
and eventually.
I have a lot. I almost 6,000 posts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's your following like? I'm just curious.
48,000 on Instagram, 97 on TikTok. YouTube's new. I started YouTube this year. I have like 1,100 on YouTube. My Facebook page I changed 6 months ago from personal to a business page. Now I have followers, and I'm like 4,600 on that. So,
Wow.
And LinkedIn I forget about sometimes. I have to use that sometimes, but that's another one I have to work on. So.
How do you think the industry can use social media as a tool to recruit?
I think it shows kids that are coming to the trade that it's actually fun.
Yeah.
It's not what it used to be, where it's so negative. Trades are fun. It's fun, exciting. You don't get bored. There's so many parts of the trade where it's new construction, boiler installs, but you have like Flame and Jeff. You can see their installs. They make it fun, and they post fun pictures. People actually see the work is beautiful. That's the other thing what social media has done for us, is that it has stepped our work quality up. You can't post a bad job. If you post a bad job, you're gonna know about it. So you have to make sure the job is actually post-worthy, and we want to do that in every job. So that also shows people that the work we're doing is like artwork. So which I really like.
And I think it's like it kind of alleviates some of the stigma associated with the trades.
Yes.
You have to be a really smart person to be able to design stuff.
Figure out the math.
Math.
Yeah, the math. There's a lot of math involved. I was always good at math.
Yeah.
That's it. Math. I was horrible at English. If you see my posts and the way I type, that's the way I talk. There's no punctuation. It's just right to the point. That's why I always say, do not edit my post. Just leave it the way it is. It's like I talk. That's it.
All right. So what kind of advice would you give people who are looking to enter the trades, and
finding a company that's willing to train you. There's a lot of companies out there that are willing to train people to actually start someone green. I would rather have someone that doesn't know and train them my way. And there's companies like that have training schools in their facility. We have a couple like that by our area that will just train someone to make them the way they want them to put them in the truck.
wow,
and understand that you have choices. You have some places you don't like. Don't hate the career. Just go find a job someplace that you're going to enjoy the job, because there's a lot of guys out there looking to hire people that want to be in the trade.
Yeah.
Trades are fun. My new apprentice is 22 years old, so it's frustrating some days because he's young and doesn't understand, but he's learning, and he comes to work every day, and I'm happy about that.
Wonderful. So how many people are on your crew?
Just me and him. It was
That's
me.
awesome.
It was me myself till about 4 months ago, where I decided I need to hire somebody. Then I bought a second truck. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Expanding.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
No, I appreciate it.
So people, if you're interested in following George, you can just go to @GeorgeThePlumber.